It's not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only. Anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, double check you're still subscribed to the channel. Double check your notifications are on. And if you hit that like button, double check it's working properly. Also, be very wary of the scammers. They're trying to steal your XRP. They're trying to steal your shares, okay? Do not engage with any scammers or any bots. Listen, the SEC shows time and time again that they do not care about protecting retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules. The SEC found resources to form this cross-border task force, okay, against fraud. They found resources to form a task force that's going to go after fraud outside of the United States of America. And what is the purpose of that? To protect retail investors, pension funds, institutions that follow the rules? Of course not. It is to protect the 1%ers from fraud that might affect their companies. So while they don't have no resource, no money whatsoever to create a task force to go after the naked shorting, they found money to go cross-border to protect the 1%ers. Think about all the fraud and corruption that's going on in the stock market every single day, especially with AMC, GME, MMTLP, BiNI, NWBO, GNS, and a whole lot of other stocks. Where is the naked shorting task force? Where is the money for that? And they don't even need a task force. All they have to do is look at the data. And the data shows overwhelming evidence of fraud and corruption in the United States stock market right here within the U.S. borders. And they know exactly who's committing the crimes. They know exactly who's engaged in the criminality. But they're doing absolutely nothing about it. And they like to claim that there are no resources available for them to go after the naked shorters. Yet somehow they found resources to form this cross-border task force where they're going to be going after fraud that affects the 1%ers. But all the fraud that's affecting retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules right here in the United States of America, they don't seem to care about. There is never any resources to do that. And you know why? Because what they're doing is they're allowing the 1%ers to rob and steal from retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules, and then they practice willful blindness. They look the other way like nothing is going on. It is absolutely crazy to me. Absolutely crazy when the evidence of the fraud and corruption is overwhelming. You see it in the spoofing. You see it in the FTDs. You see it in the dog pool abuse. You see it in the washing. All the evidence of the criminality is right there for them to see, but they just practice willful blindness to it because the 1%ers are making money doing it, and the only people, or a majority of the people losing money are retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think that the SEC should be spending resources to go after the naked shorters instead of focusing on cross-border fraud that protects the 1%ers? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.